Next stop, Oddity University. So I'm a little bit nervous for this workshop. It's kind of outside of my comfort zone. I actually don't know exactly what we're going to be learning. It's a lot of sideshow type stunts, fire breathing, bed of nails, walking on glass, that kind of thing. One of the exercises that Harley had us practicing before the workshop makes me think that we might be learning to do sword swallowing, which is actually not something I've ever planned on or had any desire to learn, but I'm going to be a good sport about the whole thing. It should be a really fun process. I honestly have no idea what to expect. This place is like a nightmare factory. It's like the scene out of a horror movie. This is the kind of place that they discover after they arrest a serial killer, and it is weird and it is awesome. Here's the supplies I was handed when I walked in. School supplies, I suppose. Towel, 11 foot of rope, some sandpaper, and this, which I'm pretty sure is meant to go down my throat, and a lighter. I was honestly under the impression that these things were tricks. It's one of those things that at the surface looks easy, but in reality there's no trick to this, and it's much more painful than I thought any of this stuff would be. Laying on the bed of nails for the first time, having this first sort of fear going into it. You know, what is this going to be like? The unknown of it, but then feeling the actual pressure. You know, I thought it was one of those things where your weight's so dispersed you don't really feel anything, but the truth of it is it's incredibly painful. This is one of the first times in my life that I've been a beginner at something in quite some time, and it's exciting, it's new, it's refreshing, and sometimes a little terrifying, but Harley is an incredible teacher, and everything sort of at our own pace. We're only a few hours in and already learning more than I ever imagined. So I'm here with Rusty.
Hi.
And we just had some lunch, and what was the last thing Harley said to us?
Something about doing something with swords. I didn't hear.
Yeah, I think we're supposed to walk on swords.
Yes.
Not this sword. I could walk on that sword. So far today has been a really challenging day. A lot of the things that looked easy on the surface turned out to be incredibly painful or surprising, and I'm finding I have these sort of mental hurdles I have to get over, sort of my refusal, and then just this process of letting go being a big part of it, and also looking directly in the face of something that you know to be incredibly wrong, like placing your foot on top of a very sharp sword and then putting all of your weight into that as you step up to the next rung of the ladder, and every fiber of my body is telling me this is going to slice completely through my foot. And then there were other things that seemed just terrifying at the face that turned out to be almost blissful as you experience them. And so really confronting a lot of my own fears and working against some of these sort of innate beliefs you have about what can hurt you. And so we've worked on a lot of stuff today. I laid on a bed of nails, some barbed wire. I had a dagger dropped on my stomach, a concrete brick broken on me. I've been trying very hard to shove this 16-inch steel blank, it's sort of a sword blank, down my throat, and battling with a very strong natural gag reflex that we all have for good reason. Things aren't meant to go to be forced down there. So we are just taking a little break right now. It's been a really long day, but exciting and yeah, just confronting a lot of things at the same time. So I think we're going to go and work with some fire now. End of day one at Oddity University with Harley Newman. Here's what I've learned. You guys ready?